Hello. So here we are in my kitchen. It's morning. I'm still in my jammies and I'm going to make myself some breakfast. And I want to save some money. So here is the fruit I cooked yesterday from the leftover raw fruit that I had been eating. And what I'm going to do is make some of my own flavored yogurt. So this is already sweetened. And if you want to save money, buy yourself a big container of yogurt, whether it's plant-based or dairy, whatever your choice is, and buy the unsweetened kind, or you could buy vanilla if that's what you want all the time. But if you buy the unsweetened, you can make this savory or sweet. You can add seasoned salt to it and use it in lieu of sour cream. Which you can't, of course, do with the vanilla. So I buy the unsweetened and I buy the coconut milk yogurt, but this will work just as well with dairy. And you'll save a lot of money instead of buying those little yogurt cups, and it goes a long way. So, and then you can also use it in baking, all kinds of uses. Let me think what else you could use it for. Breakfast, baking, anywhere where you would make like maybe a ranch dressing. You can use it for salad dressing just by adding different spices. So this is a good way to save money if you're a yogurt lover. So what I'm going to do with this, because I don't want big chunks of fruit, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blitz it up a little bit in my blender. So I'll be back after I get that done. Okay, now I didn't want it totally smooth. This still has some chunks of fruit in it. And the nice thing too about the plain yogurt, if you buy that, is you can add your own sweetener to it. So you don't have to buy the sugary stuff, or if you don't like Splenda in your store-bought yogurt, you can add whatever sweetener you like, stevia, xylitol, monk fruit. There's a plethora out there. So you can also save calories by doing that. So I'm just going to make myself some yogurt this morning. Oh, and another thing you can use it in the plain is smoothies, especially in a green smoothie. You can make whatever flavor you like. So I'm just going to give myself some yogurt here, and this is nice and thick. And sometimes what I do after it's been sitting in the fridge for a while and it gets the whey on the top, sometimes I just pour that off. If you like a thicker yogurt, I just do that. So I'm just going to put some of that in my bowl. And this is quick and easy. And another thing that you can do, you can use frozen fruit to make your fruit puree or whatever, or you can use canned fruit. And if you didn't see my video from yesterday, I'll try and remember to leave a link to it where I made this. It's very simple. So I want to sweeten this a little bit, and I'm going to use my whole earth sweetener that I usually use, because I do like my yogurt sweet, but the fruit is already sweetened as well. And then you can add a little vanilla to this if you like the vanilla flavor, or you can add pumpkin spice, whatever you like. You can make whatever flavor you want. An apple pumpkin spice yogurt would be really good. So now I'm going to add a little bit of the fruit, and you can either put it on top or put it, mix it in. I'm going to mix mine in, and you can put as much in as you like. And then what else I like to do is I like to put a little bit of my favorite cereal on the top. So, and I like Special K. I like the cinnamon pecan. That's really good. But you can use whatever cereal of your choice. So let me taste it, make sure it's sweet enough. Oh, that's really good. It's as good as any store-bought pre-made yogurt, and it's so much cheaper. And you can control the ingredients you put on it. Plus that, if you buy yourself an unsweetened one and you're a dairy person, then you can make your own yogurt too and save tons of money. You can do that in your Instapot, or if you have a yogurt maker, and just by saving some of the old yogurt, putting it in with the new. There's tons of tutorials out there on making that. I've been trying to work on making my own plant-based yogurt, and I know there's lots and lots of recipes out there, but I haven't found one that I'm happy yet, that I've had success with. So, but give this a try. It's really good. You won't waste your fruit. It doesn't matter what kind of fruit you have. You can cook it, keep it, and make your own yogurt. If you don't like yogurt, you can put it on pancakes or waffles, or even smear it on bread with peanut butter. I'm just trying to think of ways where you don't waste your produce. So that'll work with almost any fruit. You can mix and match it with canned and frozen. If you just have a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you have canned fruit in your stash or frozen in your freezer, you can mix it all together and cook it up and keep it on hand. So you can even make little pies with this, and what do you call them? They're not empanadas, but you know, like a fruit pie. You can even use this for a fruit pie. So don't waste your produce. Use it all up, and if it's starting to go bad, cook it up. All right, I'll be back with some more money-saving tips to use in your kitchen in a while. I'm still in the kitchen. So I have this little itty-bitty bit of rice that I cooked the other day, and I really don't want to waste it. It's already seasoned. So I went scrounging around again in my fridge. Now, yesterday I picked this lovely cucumber from my garden, and like I said, I have a lot of onions that I need to use up, so I found a small one. And I also have lots of tomatoes. Now, these are not from my garden. These are store-bought, but still, I need to use them up. So I'm going to take 3 of these little tomatoes, and I'm going to make a little salad out of this with the rice. It would almost be like a tabbouleh, if I'm pronouncing that right. And I have some of this Gerard champagne dressing. This is really delicious. My 3 favorite dressings are, 2 of them are from Gerard's. One of them is the champagne dressing, the raspberry dressing, and then Aldi's low fat, not the no fat, their ranch dressing is really good. So anyway, I'm going to make like a tabbouleh kind of salad. You know, it's not classic, but cheers, coffee time. Because it's still morning. So I'm going to get these vegetables chopped up. And a good tip, if you want to start cooking up all your veggies and things like that, either make yourself some of your favorite dressings or sauces and keep them in the refrigerator, or you can buy sauces, whether that's plum sauce or ranch dressing or whatever your favorite flavors are. Keep at least 2 or 3 of those of your favorites in the refrigerator, and then you can mix and match that until your heart's delight. in any dish. So that's just a little tip, and as far as using up carbs and veggies. So I'm going to cut this up and then I'll be back. Alright, so I chopped up all my vegetables, and I was told it's called tabbouleh, not tabbouleh. What do I know? Anyway, it's not a following a recipe, it's just putting together things I have. Now, out of 1 cup of raw rice, I got 6 meals once it was cooked. I had a couple meals of like a stir-fry veggies, and like I said, I will post a link if you missed that video where I made the veggie stir-fry. So I had that. I had a taco casserole. That was enough for 2 meals. And then I have this tabbouleh here, or my version of tabbouleh. So I'll get probably a couple meals out of that too. Now if you're a bigger eater, you know, you have to adjust, but I'm not a huge eater, but I don't eat like a bird either. You know, I eat normal portions. So let me get back to my salad here. And I already added my small onion, and I always buy sweet onions. I just like them better. So I have that and my rice, seasoned rice, and I'm going to put my little cucumber in there from my garden. So even if you only have a deck or a balcony, you could probably grow a cucumber plant if you have enough sun hitting it. So give that a try. And then I have 3 little tomatoes that I'm going to put in here. And just by adding vegetables to your rice, you can make so many dishes. Now I am going to add a little bit of garlic salt just to the vegetables on top here, because cucumbers and tomatoes, in my opinion, take a lot of salt. So I've got that, and I'm going to add some pepper. Very basic ingredients. So there's that. And then I'm going to add the Gerards. And I think this will be good. I don't want to add too much because I don't want it swimming in it. But I do want it to be flavorful. And then I'm just going to mix this up, and I'm just going to leave this in the refrigerator till lunchtime. And hopefully it'll be tasty. It looks good. So use up what you have. You know, you don't have to always spend a lot on food. You can get away with really cheap meals. Now if you had some beans, you could put some beans in here. Cold bean salad is really excellent too. But I don't have any beans right now. I don't want to open up a whole can. So let me give this a try and see if I need anything else on it. But it will taste better once it sits. It's very good and very refreshing. All right, let me see if I can come up with some more meals. I've pretty much used up all my rice. I used up all the potatoes I cooked. I used up all the pasta. I made new potatoes that I'm going to be making a meatloaf to eat with that. So, but that'll be another meal. So some more things that I don't buy. I don't buy pop unless I'm having a party or I know company's coming and I think they might like some soft drinks. I don't buy pop, so I save money on that. I fill my own coffee pods. I have coffees that I like. It's not always the same coffee. You can get any flavor you like, and just make sure that it's ground to the point where it won't clog up the little sieve in there. So that's a way to save money, save a lot of money that way. And you can grow your own herbs to make your own tea, and you can blend whatever you want. So that's a good way to save money. And you can make your own kombucha. That's really easy to do. I have a video of how I do that. I'll leave a link. Hopefully I remember. If not, it's in my playlists. And there's a lot of things you can do to save money and still have the food you like without spending a fortune, and it tastes way better than the processed prepared foods. You can make your own garlic powder by dehydrating garlic and blitzing it in your bullet or your food processor. You can make your own onion powder. Same thing, dehydrate your onions and grind them up. Ginger, if you grow ginger, you can do that. Whatever herbs you grow, you can dehydrate. You can make your own Italian seasoning. You can make your own Mediterranean seasonings. It all depends on which herbs you're going to grow. So take advantage of the summer and grow yourself some herbs. And in the winter, you can always have a little herb garden on a windowsill or under a grow light. So that's a way you can save money in the kitchen too. So use your imagination. Oh, and another thing I wanted to say, if you can't afford to buy cookbooks, Amazon has some free downloads, and some of them are pretty decent cookbooks that you can do, or go to the library and get yourself a cookbook, and then you can copy the recipes you like and then return the cookbook. That way you don't have a lot of cookbooks hanging around. Oh, excuse me. You don't have a lot of cookbooks hanging around like I do, because I collect cookbooks. It's one of the things that I love to collect. And I don't really use them for recipes. I don't follow a recipe. I just get ideas from the cookbooks. I love to look at the pictures, and it gives me ideas of foods that I can prepare myself. So those are all things you can do to save money in the kitchen. So I'll be back with some more recipes. Right now I have plenty to eat in my fridge, so I probably won't cook for a couple days, but when I do, I'll be back. So in the meantime, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.